information, Moses, we need you to hide. We have read that information. We have read the information the Most High told Moses to hide. So he showed Moses all the empires that's in the earth and when they would fall and how they would fall. And this is the generation we're living in right now that's at the end of what the Most High showed Moses. We are living in that generation. He showed it to Esdras, and he gave Esdras a breakdown on time. And we're going to go over it. Read.
Verse 7. And now I say unto thee, that thou lay up in thy heart the signs that I have showed thee, and the dreams that thou hast seen, and the interpretations which thou hast heard. For thou shalt be taken away from all, and from henceforth, and shall remain with my son, and with such as be like thee, until the times be ended.
So he told Esdras, take all these things to heart, because soon you will pass and be protected by my son, be with my son. See this? Read.
Verse 10. For the world hath lost his youth.
At that time, he was telling Esdras, the world have lost its youth. The world is getting old. At that time, it wasn't 100 billion years ago. This was 450 BC, around mid 450, around between 430 and 450 BC. The Most High is speaking to Esdras. Right here. He said the world have lost its youth. Read.
For the world have lost his youth, and the times begin to wax old.
And the times begin to wax old. It's talking about the times mankind, as we know it, have to rule in this earth. Read.
Verse 11. For the world is divided into 12 parts.
The world is divided into 12 parts. Each part, brothers and sisters, is 1,000 years. Each part is 1,000 years. So let's divide this. We have 12 parts, which is 12,000 years. Right? Let's work this out here to see exactly where we are reading in Esdras compared to where we are today. The world has lost its youth. The world is divided into 12 parts. The 12 parts is 12 parts in time. Notice the Most High prominently used 12 tribes. The 12 stars representing the 12 women. The woman in Revelations 12. Revelations 18. Revelation 17, yeah. The 12 parts, the 12 tribes, the 12 disciples. 12 separate parts. Let's break it down. Read that again.
2nd Esdras, chapter 14, verse 11.
Go ahead.
For the world is divided into 12 parts.
12 parts, read.
And the 10 parts of it are gone already.
10,000 years was gone already. Read.
And half of a 10th part.
And half of a 10th. So you have to go really up into half of a 10th. Because a year is not complete until it's already over. Okay? It's not complete until it's over. I'm going to break it down. Get 2 Peter 3 and 8 and Hosea the 6th chapter in the first verse.
2 Peter chapter 3 verse 8. But beloved, Be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day with the Lord is as 1,000 years.
One day with the Lord is 1,000 years. Read.
And 1,000 years as one day.
And 1,000 years is one day. Go to Hosea 6:1-2.
Hosea chapter 6 verse 1.
Go ahead.
Come, and let us return unto the Lord, for he hath torn, and he will heal us. He hath smitten, and he will bind us up. After 2 days will he revive us.
After 2 days will he revive us. This is what he's telling Hosea right now. 2 days is 2,000 years. So our people started waking up in vast numbers 2,000 years from the time Christ was crucified. Or, excuse me, from the time that Christ came into the earth himself. Read.
And the third day he will raise us up.
And in the third day he will raise us up. Folks, we're in the third day now. We're being raised as a people. And the government powers and the sorcerers and the witchcraft prognosticators, they cannot do nothing about it. We're waking up all over the earth now. Read.
And shall live, and we shall live in his sight.
We shall live in Christ's sight. First the awakening, and then the second coming. We're in the third day now. But we're not in 2012. I'm going to prove that. I mean 2010. I'm going to prove that. We're not in 2010. But we are in the third day, in which we are beginning to become revived as a people. We're getting the understanding that we're the actual people. We're starting to get the understanding that the Jewish people over in Israel, they don't even care if you know now. We're starting to realize that they are not the chosen people of God. They're not the children of Israel. They're Edomites. They don't care if you know already. We're starting to understand that we're the people who live in the curses written of in the Bible. That no other people can relate to the curses in the Bible but the children of Israel. That's a spiritual reviving going on that no man can take credit for. Read. Go back to Esdras, the last thing you left off with.
2nd Esdras, chapter 14, verse 12. And there remaineth that which is after the half of a 10th part.
A half of a 10th part. Go ahead.
Verse 13.
Now let me show the chart here. I'll show it there, and I'll show it to y'all here too. Here's a chart. I don't know if you can see it here. Read that part again, so I can go through it with them here.
2nd Esdras, chapter 14, verse 11. For the world is divided into 12 parts.
The world is divided into 12 parts, which is each part is 1,000 years, 1,000 years, 2,000 years, 3,000 years, 4,000 years, the 5th day, 5,000 years, and the day that Adam was made, 6,000 years. One day with the Lord is 1,000 years. It took 6,000 years to make everything we see on the earth, including man. And on the 7th day was rest. There was no new creation after the 6th day. So it says it's broken down into 10 parts. One during Ezra's time, and a half a tenth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th. And a half of the 10th part is around 500 BC, where you see